I'm in one of the operating rooms on the Del Mar College West campus. This lab is used to train students in the surgical technology program. Graduates will gain the knowledge and ability to meet the needs of the surgical team in areas where they are qualified. Another great career opportunity available at Del Mar now. I'm Amy Mintz, Associate Professor of Child Development Early Childhood at Del Mar College. The Program Director and Assistant Professor of Surgical Technology, Glenn Madden, is here. He'll tell us about the Surgical Technology Program. Denise Mugabe, a liberal arts graduate of Del Mar College, is also here. She'll explain about student life at Del Mar and the Texas Junior College Student Government Association's convention. Students in the radio and television program will present a Del Mar Now update. We've got lots of great information to share with you over this next half hour. Stay with us. This is Del Mar Now. Our first guest is the Program Director and an Assistant Professor of Surgical Technology at Del Mar College. He holds an Associates of Arts degree and an Associates in Applied Science from Del Mar College. He earned a Bachelor's of Science degree from Texas A&M University, Kingsville. Please welcome to Del Mar Now, Glenn Madden.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us today.
It's good to be here.
Okay, the Surgical Technology program, how did you get interested in this, and do your experiences bring any real-world experiences for our students?
Sure. In high school, I knew I was interested in the medical field, and I wondered, okay, which way do I go? I knew what a doctor was, I knew what a nurse was, but I didn't know a lot about the other specialty areas, and I had several teachers in high school that encouraged me and said, you know, you really could go to medical school if you wanted to. When I researched it, I realized there's 4 years of pre-med, there's a couple of years of medical school, and then you get your hands dirty in medicine and find out, do you really want to do this? And having not had inside experience before, I researched and I found the surgical tech program, and I thought this is a fast way to get in there and find out if this is what I'm interested in. I found out, yes, I love surgery. I watched what surgeons' lives were like from the realistic side, and I don't know that I want to work that hard. I like to have some time off where I have more free time, time with family, time to go fish, or whatever it is that I want to pursue aside from that. So it kind of was a balance for me. I worked from the time I graduated from the program. I worked for 22 years, I believe, at Doctors Regional Hospital in town. And I like that hospital. It's relatively small, so it's kind of a family atmosphere, but they do every type of surgery, or at least they did in those days, that was in town. So it was nice. We had a wide variety. They didn't like to pigeonhole surgical techs at that hospital. They wanted us to be, able to do the whole broad spectrum. So it was a fun way to spend my time learning to master surgical technology.
Okay, so you've got some great years of experience already, and once someone, as they're preparing for this degree, what kind of experience could they get before they actually graduate and have to start applying it in the workforce?
We start when we get our students, they've already done prerequisite courses. So they have basic knowledge, anatomy, physiology, a lot of the other areas. And so we take them in the summer, beginning summer, and we spend time in our surgical labs. We have 2 fully functional ORs and all the other side areas that go with those in our lab. And so we train the students in a very realistic environment on, for lack of a better way to say it, all those basic skills that you need to know to be safe around real patients when we go to the OR. So we spend the first half of the summer at least in our labs learning operating room skills, how to scrub, how to gown and glove, how to move a patient, how to safely handle and operate all the instrumentation that we work with. Once each individual has checked off on that and has been okayed and watched on all those skills, and they can verbalize to us why they're doing what they're doing, then the rest of the year we'll take the students 3 days a week and go out there to the ORs in town. We've got 10 hospitals that we work with and we will spread them around so that during the year, 3 days a week, they're out there getting to know the different hospitals, the different types of surgeries, and we'll place them each morning with a surgical crew, and they stay with that crew for the day.
So they really do get a lot of experience as they're still training.
They will know exactly what they're doing by the time they graduate, yes.
Oh, that's reassuring to hear. So a lot of students actually are ready and eager to get that job and start making the money.
And our system is built in a way that it's an advantage to the employers as well as an advantage to the student, because the student, by the end of the year, they've seen all the workplaces in town that they can go apply. The people in those workplaces have also seen how the student performs. And I tell the students, it's not that you have to be the highest grade earner. It's not that you have to be the first one to master a skill. You need to show them the attitude that you want to learn, that you want to be there. And if you show that, they're impressed with it, and you kind of get yourself hired a lot of times.
So so they're going to come out with a lot of learning. So what kind of degree or certificate options does the Del Mar certificate?
Well, we offer a certificate, and we also offer an associate degree, and the difference is 4 classes.
Okay.
And you can take those 4 classes at the end. So a lot of students begin and want to get their certification because their objective is get into a wage-earning job, and then they can work their way into the associates if that's what they want to do. So most of the hospitals in Corpus Christi don't require an associate or certificate either way, as long as when you finish the program you get certified. So as long as you get certified at the end, the hospitals will pick those students up just fine. Driscoll Children's Hospital is the only one in town currently that insists on an associate degree for new incomings.
Okay, so you mentioned being certified. So is that a state or a national exam that they need to pass?
It's national, and that works out well for most students. Sometimes we get one student and they say, well, my spouse is in the military, so I'm not sure next year where we're going to go. I said, well, if it's the U.S. military, you will be certified wherever you end up, because it's a national certification and you're good in all 50 states and anywhere our military is stationed. So that certification will follow you around wherever you end up.
Okay. Is there a fee to take this exam?
Yes, there is. $190, and we arrange with our students as we're going through the year so that by spring break they've paid their money and we've got everybody signed up to take the test, and it allows us as a group to take the test on campus. So they don't have to travel, they don't have to go into a group of folks in an environment that they're unfamiliar with. Mm-hmm. They're right there in the computer lab that we sometimes use for assignments ourselves. So it's a familiar territory. They're with their friends, and they're able to sit as a group and take their certification exams and know very quickly if they're good to go or not.
That's good news. So once they pass this national exam, what are the entry-level salaries for surgical technology in coastal Bend area?
Well, a lot of the students as they work get picked up as student techs, because some of the hospitals say, you know what, we want this one and we don't want them to get away. And so they'll hire them as students. And as a student, they can expect somewhere between $12 and $14 an hour. Once they become certified, they can officially be the surgical tech in an OR, and they're more useful to the hospital. And so the starting for certified surgical techs is somewhere between $14 and $20 an hour. And it will go up as they master each specialty area within that hospital. And once you are checked off on each area that the hospital has, then you can become part of their call schedule, because every evening when the rest of the folks go home, somebody comes in hurt in the emergency room, someone comes in and does the surgery. So there's a call crew assigned each night, and if you're on call, that's additional money that, depending on how much you work, can outshine your normal paycheck.
So it sounds like a lot of perks for this program.
I like it.
Can you tell us where someone can get more information about the surgical technology program?
On the Del Mar website, under certificates and degrees, if you click on that button on the main website, surgical technology is one of the first that shows up. On the website is the phone number 698-2820. And you can set up and make an appointment. We'll be happy to give people tours, talk to them and advise them about where they need to go and what they need to get done in order to get started.
Well, thank you for talking with us today, Glenn.
You're welcome.
We're taking a short break, but the students in the radio and television program are next with the Del Mar Now update. Don't go away.
I used to dream. I was thinking less about overtime and more about family time. Today, I am.
Go from I dream to I am. Del Mar College. Dreams delivered.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Catch the Viking spirit. Nationally recognized and locally focused, Del Mar College has been delivering dreams for over 75 years. If Del Mar College has touched your life, join the Vikings Alumni Association and help others achieve their dreams. Stay connected. Support scholarships. Explore the Viking Career Network. Join online today at delmar.edu/alumni for as little as $10 and get a free t-shirt. Show your Viking pride.
Welcome to this edition of Del Mar Now Update. I'm Stephen Martinez. Registration has begun for the summer sessions as well as the fall semester at Del Mar College. Students who are eligible may not only sign up for Summer Session 1, but also the second summer session and the fall semester. Those who wish to register for the fall semester only may also do so. Students with less than 24 credit hours must meet with an advisor to have their advising hold removed. College officials recommend that students with more than 24 hours still meet with their advisors. Students who are enrolling at Del Mar College for the first time and are under 21 are required to show proof of a meningitis vaccination. Summer Session 1 classes start Tuesday, May 26th. 7 former professors of Del Mar College have been honored. The Del Mar College Board of Regents approved to give the title of Professor Emeritus at its meeting in mid-April. Named to the prestigious title are Dr. Larry Lee, Marla Chisholm, Jackie Janschow, Joe Livingston, Dr. Ava Munoz, Dr. Maria Salinas, and Duncan Samo. A reading of resolutions for each honoree's accomplishments was given, and each honoree received a commemorative certificate. The former faculty members were nominated by faculty peers and supervisors. Del Mar College students who did graduate-level research gave presentations of their work May 1st. The students participated in Student Research Day, and it spotlighted studies in natural sciences or related fields. In conjunction with the Student Research Day, a Cornell University professor gave a keynote address. Dr. Rodney Dietert spoke about covering the human microbiome. A documentary was also shown highlighting the beneficial functions of microorganisms that live in the human body. An estimated 100 trillion microorganisms are in the typical body. The students presented the research by participating in a poster session. In the past 4 years, over 40 Del Mar College students have taken part in internships with biotechnology companies. A recent survey indicated that over half of the student participants hope to go on to graduate school. A new program at Del Mar College allows students to take college courses while enrolled in GED courses. Air conditioning and applied technology courses are considered career and community education offerings. Typically, the courses don't count toward college credit, but because they mirror credit courses, the classes count retroactively. The catch is that the student must gain a GED certificate. The program is being promoted as a vocation that will always be in demand in South Texas. According to Associate Professor of Air Conditioning, Ben Gregory, the average wage for a beginning HVAC graduate is $14 to $15 an hour. He says technicians are in such demand that many companies hire graduates when called. A first-level HVAC certificate takes 3 semesters to earn. All the courses needed to gain an associate's degree from Del Mar College are now available at Gregory Portland High School. The latest development allows a GP student to gain an associate's without having to cross the Harbor Bridge. Students receive an associate's degree in liberal arts, which is equivalent to the first 2 years of most bachelor's degrees. Plans are being made to add additional associate's degrees in other disciplines. A possible future project is to include a technology education training center at GP. The facility would be built in collaboration with Del Mar. The liberal arts degree plan covers the basics of courses such as English, history, government, math, etc. Gregory Portland is one of the 8 school districts that partner with Del Mar in the dual credit North Bay initiative. Competing against 4-year and 2-year schools, Del Mar College students did well in the Texas Intercollegiate Press Association Conference. Competing in a higher classification than required, Del Mar journalism students still won 25 awards and a scholarship. Former editor-in-chief Kaylee Bank was named the 2-year Designer of the Year. Tara Elwell was named the 2-year Photojournalist of the Year, and also placed first for Literary Magazine Photo Essay. Web editor Megan Falcon placed first in the TV advertising competition. Former managing editor Amber Quaid took first place for Literary Magazine Feature Photo. The Del Mar College student newspaper, The Foghorn, won first place for special section for the 2014 Spring Break issue. Current editor-in-chief Vivian Sanchez won the Warm Scholarship, which is open to students in 2-year schools. This has been this edition of Del Mar Now Update. I'm Stephen Martinez. Stay tuned for more Del Mar Now.
Plan your next event at Del Mar College's Richardson Performance Hall. Our facility accommodates conferences, concerts, religious events, and private parties. We have 3 lounges, balcony elevators, and a convenient drive-up drop-off. For productions, Richardson Performance Hall has more than 1,700 seats and is outfitted with staging, rigging, lighting, and sound capabilities, plus many patron and performer amenities. Book your next event at Richardson Performance Hall. We create dreams, one event at a time. For more information, call 361-698-2228.
I used to dream. I was turning my passion into a paycheck. Today, I am.
Go from I dream to I am. Del Mar College. Dreams delivered. Registration is underway for this summer's Corpus Christi Pre-Freshman Engineering Camp at Del Mar College. The program is for middle through high school students who excel in science and math. Spend 7 academically intensive weeks engaged in mathematics, logic, and problem solving to prepare for science and engineering careers. Sponsored by Del Mar College and Flint Hills Resources. For more information, call 361-698-1671.
For more information about Del Mar Now, log on to www.delmar.edu/now. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions to help us improve Del Mar Now, send an email to now@delmar.edu.
Our final guest graduated from Del Mar College last spring. She earned an associate's degree in liberal arts and is currently taking additional classes at Del Mar College. She also serves on the Student Government Association. Please welcome to Del Mar Now, Denise Mugabe. Hi, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Amy.
Okay, so we understand that you were among a group of students who attended the Texas Junior College Student Government Association Convention. Mm-hmm. Please tell us about that event and what it meant for Del Mar's Student Government Association.
Basically, it was a 4-day convention where we met with about 72 other community colleges discussing issues that affected us in all different regions of Texas and how we could come to a consensus of what we want to take to Austin, to our government officials, issues affecting us from guns on our campus to something as small as Common Course numbering, which was quite a big deal when we went to that convention.
Okay. Yeah. Did Del Mar have any serious issues they brought forward?
Yes, yes. One of our main issues was having the guns on campus. We weren't saying we're for or against it, but we just basically wanted the language in that bill to be changed to give the power back to the students and the college in general, just to say that the president, the board of regents, and the students have a choice to vote on that issue, not to just have it passed, because throughout regions of Texas we have different issues that are affecting us and different things that we want based on our demographics. So that was our biggest resolution that we took to state. That was this year.
Well, how exciting.
Yes.
So in addition to the SGA, what other student organizations were you involved in, and what roles did you play in those?
I'm a member of the Vocal Vikings, which is a forensic squad. So I compete in speech tournaments all over Texas and in the country. I'm also a member of The Village, which is a group that mainly focuses on issues affecting African Americans and Africans within the Corpus Christi area, as well as the Texas Association of Black Personnel in Higher Education. Those are the main organizations that I'm currently involved in.
You're busy.
Yes.
How has that, I think, affected your ability to be a student at Del Mar College? Has it enlightened you in other ways to be a part of these organizations?
Definitely. I think it's really helped me to blossom. Besides just networking with other people, I have an opportunity to just improve on my skills, whether it's speaking through the forensics team or being a student government president, which enables me to practice some of the leadership skills that I've been learning in my business classes or just in life in general. So throughout the clubs, I've been able to really practice those skills that I've been learning throughout life.
So they've been very valuable. That's
yes,
good to hear.
Definitely.
What advice would you give to students who are currently enrolled in terms of campus activities?
I think take advantage of the money you're paying into Del Mar. You're paying for these services. Might as well put that money into good use. There's no point of going to the grocery stores paying for a bottle of milk for $50 and you get just get the milk, you know. Might as well go in, you know, get the full service that Del Mar offers. There's so many opportunities throughout Del Mar that help students to thrive and to blossom into better individuals.
Do you wish there were any other student, you've met with other colleges and networked with other colleges and universities. Is there anything that you wish we could bring to Del Mar that you've seen elsewhere in terms of student activities?
Not necessarily. I think Del Mar pretty much covers it all. Recently we had offered the Viking Volunteer Program. We didn't have such an organization, which I think was one of the best assets we could bring back to our campus, just a group that focuses on volunteering, getting organizations together to volunteer. But besides that, I think Del Mar pretty much has it all.
That's good to know. Okay, so you mentioned volunteering. Explain why it's important for students to volunteer and what are some of the benefits you get out of these experiences.
I mean, besides just being a self-fulfilling experience to volunteer, it's always good to give back to, especially for me, to a community that's given me so much. Besides just the people we meet, around us, it could one day be you. So I think to always think that at some point you might one day need help, and I feel like it's just that kind of world where you get back what you give out. So it's a personal thing as well as helping out someone in need, and which is always never a waste of time.
I agree with you on that one.
Yes.
Okay, what are your goals for the next 5 years? You said you're going to graduate this spring with your other associate's degree. So where do you see yourself going?
Definitely complete my bachelor's degree and hopefully earn a master's in business administration. And that's my short term. Within the 5 years, I hope to complete that and then hopefully come back to Corpus. I hope to go out, see what's out there, and then hopefully come back to Corpus to continue, hopefully with my doctorates.
Oh, so fabulous. Any stuff you've done at Del Mar College that's helped set you on this pathway?
I think everything. Besides the classes that I've taken from business to communications, all the clubs that I've been in, the speech has helped me be a better speaker. I could never sit down and speak to you before, but that has definitely improved my confidence. I think especially being student government president has given me that vote of confidence to push me out and just make me believe in myself and show others and myself that I can really do whatever I put my mind to.
And that self-confidence is huge.
Definitely.
And making sure you think you can accomplish this.
Yes.
Putting forth the effort to accomplish it.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, where can someone go if they want to get more information either on campus or on volunteering?
They could go to the Student Leadership and Campus Life office. It's located in the first floor of the Harvin Center. That's where a lot of the organizations send the emails to that office looking for volunteers. Or if students just want to set up a volunteer event, they typically go to that office to reach out to all the other organizations.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Well, anything else you'd like to share with us today about your experiences?
It's been an awesome experience at Del Mar, and I hope all all the rest of the students can realize that it's such an amazing college with so much potential in the students as well as in the faculty and staff.
Well, Denise, thanks for chatting with us today.
Thank you, Amy.
If you have questions or comments about Del Mar Now, send an email to now@delmar.edu. We'll return in June with our summer show. Until then, I'm Amy Mintz for Del Mar Now. Thanks for watching.